Ciao and welcome. In just the next few minutes, we're going to unlock your very first real conversation in Italian. And don't worry about complex grammar, not at all. We're focusing on the absolute essentials, the key phrases you need to say hello, ask someone how they're doing, and introduce yourself with total confidence.
So, are you ready to dive in? I promise by the time we're done here, your answer to that question is going to be a huge yes. Let's make this simple, super practical, and honestly, a lot of fun.
Okay, so every conversation has to start somewhere, right? Well, in Italian, that starting point is this one single, almost magical word. It's like a superpower that gives you an incredible amount of confidence right from the jump. And that word is, you guessed it, ciao. Seriously, think of it as your Swiss Army knife for greetings. If you only learn one single word to get started, this is the one. It's so friendly, it's easy, and trust me, you will hear it absolutely everywhere in Italy. So what makes ciao so incredibly useful? Well, it's a 2-for-1 deal. Go on, say it with me. Ciao. See? It works for hello and for goodbye. The only thing to remember is that it's informal, so you'll want to use it with friends, family, or people your own age. It's just the perfect work way to kick things off. Okay, so ciao is fantastic. It really is. But it's not a one-size-fits-all solution. You see, Italian culture really values politeness and context. So what happens when you need to be a little more formal? What do you say then? Picture this. You're walking into a beautiful little shop in Florence, or maybe you're meeting an older person, or talking to someone in a professional setting. In those cases, you'll want a greeting that shows a bit more respect. And the good news? They are just as easy to learn, I promise. The solution here is actually super simple and kind of elegant. In the morning, you're going to use buongiorno. Let's try that one. Buongiorno. It literally just means good day. Simple enough, right? Then, once evening rolls around, you just switch it up to buonasera. That's buonasera. All it comes down to is the time of day. Excellent, you've got the hello part down. But a real conversation is a back and forth. It's more than just one word. So the next logical step, of course, is to check in, to ask how the other person is actually doing. So, how do we do that? Well, just like with the greetings, Italian gives us two main ways to go. And which one you pick? Well, it all depends on who you're talking to. Now get this. The crucial difference here is literally just one letter at the very end. For a friend, you'd ask, come stai? Hear that I sound at the end, stai? But for a more formal situation, you just swap it for an A sound, come sta? It's such a tiny change, but it makes a huge difference and shows a ton of respect.
And here's the best part. This is like a little secret weapon. The answer is almost always the same. Doesn't matter if it's formal or informal. You just say bene grazie. Let's break that down. Bene grazie. It just means fine, thank you. This is your go-to, all-purpose, polite response. Let's try it one more time together. Bene grazie. Perfect.
But of course, a good conversation isn't one-sided. You've got to ask them back. And here we go again. We see that same formal and informal split. With a friend, you just say e tu, which is simply and you. But in a more formal setting, you'll use e lei. Are you starting to see the pattern here? Tu for your buddies, lei for showing that extra bit of respect. All right, check it out. You've said hello, you've asked how they are. What's next? It's time to introduce yourself. This is the part where you really start to make a connection. And you've got two fantastic options here, and you'll hear both of them all the time. First, you can say mi chiamo, and then your name. It literally means I call myself. Kind of cool, right? Or you can go even simpler and just say sono, which means I am, and then your name. Both are totally correct, so just pick whichever one feels better rolling off your tongue. And what if you want to ask their name? Well, you already know the drill. We're going to use that same pattern we've been practicing. Informally, with a friend, it's come ti chiami. Formally, it's come si chiama. See? You're already starting to feel that rhythm of formal versus informal. It's starting to click, isn't it? Okay, so you've just exchanged names. There's one more little magic word you absolutely need to know. And that word is piacere. Let's say that one. Piacere. It just means pleasure or nice to meet you. Think of it as the perfect warm handshake at the end of your verbal introduction. It just seals the deal. All right, deep breath. You've just learned all the individual puzzle pieces. You've got the greetings, you've got the how are yous, you've got the introductions. So now let's see what it looks like when we snap them all together into a real flowing conversation. You can think of this as a pop quiz, but don't worry, it's an easy one. You are gonna ace this because you already know every single line you're about to hear. Let's just watch how all these phrases connect so naturally. Okay, here we go. The conversation starts super simple, nice and informal. Person one kicks it off with, Ciao, come stai? Just, hello, how are you? And person two comes right back with that classic polite answer we just practiced. Bene, grazie. E tu? Fine, thank you. And you? See? You know this. Now watch this. Person one replies, and then look how smoothly they move right into the introduction. Bene, grazie. Mi chiamo Luca. E tu? Fine, thanks. My name is Luca. And you? And person two responds right back and then adds that perfect little finishing touch we talked about. Mi chiamo Anna. Piacere. My name is Anna. Nice to meet you. And the whole thing wraps up with that simple mutual piacere. And boom, just like that, you've witnessed a complete, totally natural exchange. And the best part? Every single piece of that conversation is something you now know how to say. You did it. So there you have it. You literally just walked through a complete, natural Italian introduction from start to finish. You are officially equipped with everything you need to start a real conversation. So the only question left is, where are you going to start yours?